Hey guys, it's your girl Mimi and welcome back to my channel. So hey guys, I hope you're all doing good, you're all doing fine, you're all doing great, you're all healthy, So today I'm here to tell you my story. I'm here to share my story with you guys because I believe it might help some people, it might guide some people, it might encourage some people, and give power to some people to never give up, to always believe in themselves. So I'm literally gonna start from the whole beginning till the end. For people that are new here, my name is Mimi Abaga. Mimi for everyone. My name is Mimi, and I'm going to be talking about my story, how I fought against depression, how I became the person I am today, and yeah. If you've seen my first video where I talk about myself and I let you know about myself a little bit, I said that I'm from Equatorial Guinea and Ivory Coast. So I'm gonna start from there. So guys, through my story, I'm going to be brief. So for you guys not to get confused, I literally separated what we're going to be talking about, how we're gonna go, we're going to be talking about my life in Equatorial Guinea, which is going to be the first stop of the bus, and we're going to head to my life in London. Then we're going to be talking about my journey back to my home country and my journey to where I am today. Yeah, I took off my glasses because sometimes it just gives me mad headaches when I'm ugh. So everything started in Equatorial Guinea. First of all, my real name is Ami. That's my real name. My real name is Ami. Some people call me Amy. Some people call me Mimi. And I grew up in Equatorial Guinea. That's my home country, literally, till I was 12. I was with both my parents, and back then I was a Muslim girl. I was a little Muslim cute girl that was in love with her religion. I was so in love with Islam. My dad is from Ivory Coast, so we kind of got into his religion, I was like that little Muslim girl with her parents. I was my dad's princess. I was always going with him everywhere. I was always with him everywhere. I was that that type of little girl that whatever thing you want, you can get. Whatever thing you desire or need, you're gonna get it. I was never told no to anything, literally. I was like, Mom, can I get this? Yes. Dad, can I get this? Yes. I was so so into my princess world, that I just cared about that. I just cared about myself. I was always with my dad. Literally, I was always with my dad. Every time he went to work, meetings, or anything like that, I was always there with him. Every time he went to see his friends or anyone that needed help from him, I always went with him. And every time I went with him, I was seeing that star on him. I was like, that's my dad right there. Every time I saw him talking, the way he was talking, the way he was acting, I was like, wow, that's my dad. That's the only person I literally admire. Honestly, it's too early to get emotional. Come on, Amy. My dad was everything for me. Okay, my dad was everything for me. My dad was literally the whole thing. I said I'm not gonna cry, so I'm not gonna cry. So I was saying my dad was everything for me. That type of love a little girl has towards her dad. She admires, she sees every day. She's like, dad here, dad there, yeah, that's how I was with my dad. So that whole thing happened till I was 10. And that's when my dad had to travel back to his country, Ivory Coast. Because in my home country back then, they started to have massive bad economic situations and all of that. So my dad was like, okay, I gotta go back to my country and still make the money, you know what I'm saying? And that occurred, I was sad. Honestly, I got so sad. I was like, no, dad is gonna leave me. Dad is gonna leave me out here, learn and all of that. Because he said, we had to stay. My mom said that we had to stay and let my dad go by himself. That's what they both decided, So when my dad left, that was a big slap for me on the face. Because my dad was the only person I was with every time. I wasn't really with my mom. She was always busy. She was there, but I was more a daddy girl, you know what I'm saying? So when my dad left, as I said, that was a big slap. It wasn't like a situation where you would want to be at, but that's when I started learning to live without my dad, you know. Even though like I could call him, video call him or anything like that, it wasn't the same thing, you know. So it was really like, damn, now I have to learn to live without him, you know. And he went for a very, very long time. A very, very long time. Because like he went back there, building like houses and everything for us, you know, for us, because the plan was like he's gonna go there, build everything, and we're gonna like join him and all of that. After many long years, the same year I flew out to go to London, it was the same year he came back. That same year, things didn't really go as planned. He came back, it was as if when he came back, you were waiting for like a massive decision, you know, like, okay, some joyful decision he was gonna say. But when you thought everything was gonna go up again, everything drowned deeper, way deeper, like down, like it just sank. The whole ship like the whole ship just sank down, you know. Since that day, personally, I don't want to talk about it because it's very personal and I don't really want to get emotional on this video. Literally, I don't. And that's something I'm just gonna leave there apart. But you can just imagine the worst thing that I can tell you. So when he came back, said what he said, I was like, I still didn't believe it. I didn't believe what he said. I was so lost. I was completely lost because I was like, okay, when my mom told me your dad is coming back, I was like, oh wow, you know, that little girl in me was so happy. That little girl in me was like, oh wow, dad is coming back. I'm finally gonna see my dad again. I'm finally gonna hug my dad again. I'm finally gonna be with my dad again. And he comes back and it's just like everything just broke apart. So when that occurred, that's when I would say that the little girl in me, which was happy, which knew what was love, which knew what was happiness, I was never sad. But since that day, I completely lost myself. I was like, there is no way this is happening, you know. So when that happened, 4 months later, that's when I flew out. That's when my mom comes to me and she's like, okay, love, it's your time to like leave the country. I was 13. Yeah, was I was 13. So in that moment, my mom was like, okay, love, it's your time to fly out, you know. I was like, no way, mom, like I'm gonna fly out, really? I'm gonna leave you here and all of that. She was like, yeah, I want a better education for you, I want a better life for you. And yeah, that's when she was like, you're going to London, my love. I was so happy. You had to see me. I was like, no way, I'm going to London. Oh my God, I'm gonna go to London now. It's my time to enjoy and all of that. My mom telling me I'm going to my dream country. It was like, oh my God. It was like the little girl in me kind of like brought back a little bit, you know. I was like, am I really going to London? Am I really going to see the red buses? Am I really going to see the Big Ben? You know, so I was like, wow. So this is like the whole story of my life in Equatorial Guinea, like when I was living there. So now we're gonna move on to my journey in London. So when I arrived to London, I was like, wow. I was like, wow. I was like, just wow, just saying wow. I was like, just wow, literally wow. So when I arrived at the house, I met my auntie, because my mom sent me with my auntie. My mom sent me with my auntie and her family. So I was so scared. I was very, very scared when I got into the house and like saw everyone. I was very, very scared because I was like, it's gonna be the first time I'm gonna live without my dad again, without my mom. I was like, this can't happen. In my mind, I was like, okay, I was thinking about that I'm gonna live again without my parents and all of that. But then outside, I was so blinded by everything. I was so blinded by the fact that now I'm gonna live in London, now I'm gonna have another life, another type of education, you know. And I was always remembering what my mom told me, that is for the best, you know. So I was like, okay, it's for the best. I was always telling myself it's for the best, you know. But yeah, so I got there. I was so happy. I was okay. I was like, you know, that little girl that, okay, now I'm gonna live in London. Yeah, literally. And the week arrived. Literally the next week I started school. Like, they looked for a school for me. The school was near my house. Literally, it was a 5-minute walk, you know. When I started school, literally, I'm starting school without understanding the English they spoke there, was with the accent. Like, I've done English my whole life. Literally, I've went to like an English school since I was 3 years old. So English wasn't hard for me, but the accent was like, it was just like, what? Like, can you repeat yourself again, please? You know. But it literally took me 1 month for me to like fully like start understanding how they spoke, and plus with the accent, you know. I remember my first day, I met my friend Shanice. Her name is Shanice. I met my friend. The teacher I met, she was like, I'm gonna present you to someone like from your year, from your like the year, like year in Spanish is curso, you know. Her name is Shanice, and she's gonna like take you around the school. Anything you need, you're gonna tell her and all of that. When I met Shanice, I was nervous because I was like, okay, it's going to be the first time I'm gonna meet someone from this school. I was so nervous. I was like, oh my god, like, how is my class gonna be? How is my, you know? So Shanice took me to my class, and when I arrived to the first class, the teacher was like, okay guys, so this is our new student. Her name is Amy. Everyone was like, oh, hi Amy, hi Amy, hi Amy, hi Amy. Do you want to come sit with me? Do you want to come sit next to me? Whatever. I was so scared. I literally started panicking because I was like, what is going on? I was like, you know, because it was the first time, like. So I went to my little corner. I sat there by myself. Shanice came and sat next to me. And where my school journey also started. So long story short, my school journey, honestly, it was the first years, because I did year 8, year 9, year 10, and a year 11. People that watch my video, and year 11, like year 8, year 11, that son cursos. Primero de la ESO, segundo de la ESO, tercero de la ESO, y primero batch. Honestly, my school journey was rough. My school journey was really, really rough. When I started school, when I started school when it was literally gonna end. You know, I think it remained only like 3 weeks, if I'm not wrong. So I literally had like 3 weeks, like, adapt. Everything was fine during them 3 weeks. Everything was fine. I was happy. I like started building my friends, started knowing more people and all of that. It was very, very hard to make friends that would like be with you, like, you know, every day you talk and all of that. Because everyone, when I arrived, and mostly my class, everyone had already like their friendship group, you know. So it was weird for me, like, trying to like make friends or trying to like integrate myself to a friendship group. When I got into the holidays, that's where everything started to get odd. That's where everything started to get less pink. That's where everything started to get more purple. That's where everything started to get a little bit darker. Around that time, I had very, very long hair. So long. I had so much hair. I had more than this. Actually, I had more than this long. But it was relaxed. You know, it was relaxed. I didn't have afro hair. My hair was relaxed all the time. When I arrived, like, to London, I had braids on. And I had braids on. When I took off my braids, when like I go into the holidays, I took off my braids, you know. Like, I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna take off my braids and redo them because they were old already, you know. So I took off my braids and all of that. And the same day I took off my braids, my auntie said to me, you know that if your hair is not afro, you're gonna cut it. You're gonna cut your hair if your hair is not afro. I was so confused. I was even like, wait, I'm not understanding this, you know. Because your hair is relaxed, I guess you don't know what afro hair is. And she was right. I didn't know what was afro hair. Literally, I didn't know what was having afro hair. But the way she was just talking and telling me that I had to cut my hair because I had to like know the importance of like having your natural hair and not having like relaxed hair. It's gonna like my hair is damaged, my hair was not growing anymore, and all of that. I was confused, because my mom never told me something like that. My mom never told me to like. My mom never talked to me about this kind of thing, and my mom never told me that I had to like cut my hair because my hair was relaxed. My mom never told me my hair was relaxed or anything like that. So I was like, what are you telling me? I was so scared, But the way she was talking to me nowadays, I would see it as a mix of positive and negative manipulation. And don't worry, I'm not scared to talk about this. I'm saying it because I want to share it. I want to guide you. I want to help you if you're going through something like that, Even though I was lost, I was confused, I didn't know what was going on, I still had to cut my hair. So this is me when I cut my hair. You see, maybe I have the same face or whatever, but that's me right there. That's me the same day I had to cut my hair. When my auntie told me that it was for the best, I was like, okay, I'm gonna cut my. I was so innocent. I didn't know what was going on in my life. Okay, my whole life, my parents were the ones telling me was do this, do that. This is good and this is bad. I never knew what was good and bad like myself. So when I had to cut my hair, I was like, okay, now I'm gonna cut my hair and all of that, and new start, everything positive. So I cut my hair. So the whole summer I was like, okay, enjoying my short hair and all of that, like now looking for what is having afro hair, how to take care of like short hair, how to make it grow faster and all of that. Yeah, that's how it was the whole summer. So yeah, when I started school, I was scared. I was scared what everyone was gonna tell me. I was scared what everyone was gonna think about me. And I remember my first day of school, I was so scared that my idea was taking a bandana, like a black bandana, and tie it on my head. Like I tied it like that around my head, even though it was short. And if I tell you that first day was actually alright, that bandana did it. Literally, that bandana helped me to like not get like noticed, kind of, I remember my auntie picked me up. She picked me up from school. That day when she saw the bandana, she was like, literally told me not to wear it again. Literally told me that I have to learn by force how to love my hair. In my head, I was just like, okay, it's for the best for me. But I wasn't understanding why. I was just saying to myself, okay, it's for the best for me. Second day when I went to school, that's when the bullying started. I suffered every kind of bullying. Literally, they were calling me names, laughing at me, telling me I'm this, telling me I'm that. And nowadays, I'm not shy to share this story because I've actually like had the experience. Like, I know what is like going through that. I'm literally here. I'm sharing it because I believe maybe right now it can help anybody. It can help somebody. So since the second day to the end of the year, I suffered bullying. It was called racist names, called every single kind of thing. So for me, it was hard. It got to a point at the beginning, just like ignoring it. I was just like, hey, let me just ignore it. Like, if I told you I still didn't know what was going on. Like, I've never suffered something like that. So why is it happening now? You know what I'm saying? What am I doing right now? Like, am I telling my auntie they're laughing at me? Am I not telling my auntie they're laughing at me? Should I keep going? Should I stop going to school? I was like, okay. So for a whole good year, I suffered bullying. A very good one, I can't lie. A very good one. The type of bullying that every class you go to, everyone in the class is laughing at you. Everyone in the class is laughing, is like calling you names and all of that. Because like the teacher was always going out. The teacher was like always had something to do. It got to a point that they even like started calling me like boy names because they thought I was a boy. I didn't tell my auntie I was going through bullying. I didn't tell anyone I was going through that. So after the whole school year suffering bullying, that's when my depression started. But yeah, long story short, when I finished that school year, like suffering bullying and all of that, that's when my depression started. When that school year started, like when I was suffering bullying, that's when my auntie had her first baby. When my auntie had her first baby, in school, it was like the worst, and at home, it was like, okay, everyone is happy because there's a new baby at home and all of that. Yeah, everyone was happy. Even me, I was happy. Even though I was going through bullying in school, but I was still happy. You know, when that whole year ended, that's when depression started. Depression in school, depression at home. First up, it was because of the bullying. Why depression at home? I started missing my mom. I started missing my dad. I started missing my life back in my home country. I felt like I wasn't at home. Literally, I felt like I'm not at home. Trust me, like my first year in London was perfect, but my second year, horrible. I won't even lie to you. From deep down in my heart, I won't even lie to you. Right now, I'm sharing a very important story to you guys because, as I said before, I believe it can help you, it can encourage you, it can, whatever thing you're going through right now, I believe it can help you, you know. That's when I started to understand that I'm not okay. I'm different. I'm not like before. Like, what is going on? I used to be happy. Why is it hard for me to smile every day? Why is it hard for me to act the way I used to act always? You know what I'm saying? It was like, what is going on in my mind? I was like, damn. That was the first time I started missing my whole life. Before I was blinded, yeah, by, okay, now I'm gonna live in London and everything. But when I started having that deep feeling that I want to go back home, that's when the whole London thing just collapsed as well. I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to leave. I want to go back to my mom. I want to go back to my dad. I want to go back. But at the same time, I was like, I always remember what my mom told me, that the best for me, and I just have to enjoy every single moment, you know. So I was like, okay, I can't let my mom down, so I have to keep going. So long story short, my whole life in London, I suffered can't do this anymore, man. So my whole London journey, London life, I suffered depression, deep depression, like, which affected me mentally, physically, emotionally, everything. Every worst thing you can think of, that's what happened to me. Honestly, I'm still like healing. I'm still healing because it was just last year that everything stopped. You know, it was just last year that my mom realized what was going on with me. I'm okay though. I'm okay, you know. I'm just emotional because, like, oh my god, why am I crying? I'm just emotional because that really had a huge, very, very huge impact on myself, a huge impact on my mom, a huge impact on my family. When I'm talking about my family, I'm talking about me, my dad, and my sister. It's just me and my little sister. Physically, emotionally, my mom's health, literally, I'm including my mom's health in my life. You know how that feeling when you're so depressed that you just don't care about anyone no more. You just don't care about anything anymore. You just wanna die. I'll be honest, you just wanna die. You wanna like cross on the road and let the car hit you, jump off the window, or you just wanna jump off the bridge. That feeling, that's how I was feeling. Trust me, that's how I was feeling. And I'm not shy to say it. That's how I was feeling. But I thank God I realized. I thank God I told myself that I'm done. I can't anymore have to tell my mom what's going on with me. And guess what? After all them years suffering depression, bullying and all of that, I never told my mom a single thing, or my dad or whoever, a single thing that was going on with me, what I was suffering, what they were doing to me. I didn't tell my mom anything because I was always thinking about, to always think about the fact that it's for the best for me. Like, I was that type of girl that I do what my parents tell me, you know, and every single thing my parents tell me, I just did it. You know, I didn't like to the point that I know someone is like doing something to me that is not helping me, or is like, will have like a negative impact on me. But just remembering what my parents told me, or what they told me about that, or anything like that, I would do it. You know, I would still do it. Like, I wouldn't even care. I would just do it. You know, so imagine that. The school depression, plus depression at home, plus not having your parents next to you, not having your family, your real family next to you, not like feeling that you're not at home. Then everything that occurred at the house that I don't even want to talk about. But I'm just gonna leave that there. Everything that happened to me, I tell you that everyone around me knew what was happening to me in London. I mean, I'm talking about home right now. I'm talking about home. Like, I don't want to go deep because, you know, I just don't want to. But everyone knew what was happening to me, but they still continued. You know that feeling? Like, all these years. But the worst thing is that when you come to realize what is going on with you, what's going on around you, you like, damn, this is what happens to me. Wow. You know, so my London journey was full of many things. Good experiences, bad experiences, worse experiences, tragic experiences. Like, I've been through everything. But there was also the good side. When I'm with my friends, going out, like taking our adventures, you know, the day I told my friends, please, I don't want to go home. Like, I don't really want to go home right now. She just told me, okay, you're taking a side quest. Like, my friends were the only good thing that happened to me and my friends. Like, my friendship group. They were the only people that were there for me. Honestly, through this, I want to tell you guys that don't let nobody tell you what to do. Don't let anybody manipulate you. Don't let nobody judge you. Don't let nobody make you think you're the worst of yourself. And if you need help, ask for help. Don't do it for you. You're not Wonder Woman, man, or Batman or whatever. If you need help, ask for help. And imagine only being 15, 14, 17, 13, 12, and dealing with all of that, dealing with depression. I don't even know if it was a mental abuse or whatever thing it was, you know. Then dealing with the bullying. They talk to you however they want, they tell you what they want, manipulation, and I don't even want to continue, but the list is long. So don't let nobody judge you. Don't let nobody tell you what to do. Don't let nobody control you. We all humans. We're all the same. Age doesn't matter. Trust me. Somebody can be 60 years old, but still have the mentality of someone that's 23. Don't let nobody tell you what to. Don't let nobody be on you. And learn what is good and bad. Learn how to differentiate. Do things for yourself. Be selfish when it comes to yourself, but including people that truly love you. You don't need to be mean. You just have to move on. Like, everyone that was wrong to me, I'm gonna do the same thing to them. But since I was a child, my mom and my dad always taught me what was real love. They always taught me how to love everyone. They always taught me how to love, how to share my love, how to appreciate, how to respect everyone. But the difference is when someone is doing something and it's affecting you the wrong way. That's when you have to stand up and defend yourself, because no one is going to do it. Because someone can tell you, I love you, but on the back he's going to stab you. And real hard. It can be family. Can be your sister, can be your cousin, can be your grandma, can be your auntie. You know what I'm saying? First of all, trust God. Trust God. You know, God healed me. Like, okay. So last year, when I decided to tell my mom that I was going through depression, I was going through everything that was happening to me, I was going through severe things, that's when she decided, if you told me, okay, my love, you're gonna come back home. Then I told her that, explained to her what was going on what was going on with me. That same day, I realized that this is going too far. I have to tell my mom. This is going too far. I have to tell my mom, like, I'm not okay. I'm literally not okay. Because I started doing some things that, bro, I even started thinking that I was crazy. Like, I'm not okay. Like, I need to go to a hospital or something. I even started thinking that I had a mental disorder or something. I swear to God. When I told my mom I want to come back and I explained to her everything, it affected her health. Point that I thought I was going to lose my mom, you know, but I started praying again. Started praying. I put all my issues on God's hands, and my mom survived. She's fine now. She's doing amazing. She's doing great. When I left London in October. Went back to see my mom. I traveled alone the whole journey, like from London to Spain and to my home country. She couldn't even walk. I was like, how can people be so mean? You know, I was like, how can people be so mean? How can people be so selfish? How can people just be so heartless? Like, you just think about yourself. You know, you just think about yourself. You just think of everything good for you and for your people. Like, you don't think about people around you that is actually even trying to help you. You know? I saw my mom. I was like, damn. At the airport, when I arrived, yes, it wasn't even at home. Because she came to pick me up with my brother. Like, my cousin brother, yeah. She was sitting down. She couldn't even walk. She had something tied up on her neck, so she couldn't even move her head. I was like, Mom, what is going on with you? I was so lost. I never saw my mom like that. She was like, I'm gonna get better now that you're here with me. She just started crying. Just started telling me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's my fault. I sent you there. I'm sorry. I even started laughing, man. If I tell you, 3 months before that, my mom was perfectly fine. Her health was perfect. Like, her like, everything was good. Everything was good. Immediately, I told her that, Mom, ABC happened to me. Like, no way. So when I arrived, saw her sitting down, whatever, she started saying sorry and all of that. It was the first time I went back to my home country. You just ask God to forgive and let it go. And I just asked God as well to help me let it go. So long story short, I went back to my home country. I saw my family again, my mom, my whole family, like my grandma, my other aunties and all of that, after years of not seeing them. Because when I went to London, I lost contact with all of them. Because of depression and how I was there, you know, everything there just blew my whole life like that, you know. So going back and seeing them, oh my God, I remember my grandma's reaction. She didn't even know I was coming back. I went to surprise her at the church. The same day I arrived, I went to the church. I saw her praying. She was praying. I came. I stood behind her. When she stopped praying, when she stood up, she saw me. She was even gonna collapse, man. She started crying so bad. Just started like saying, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. She was like, is it you? I was like, yes, it's me. She was like, you didn't even tell me you were coming back. Oh my God, oh my God. You know how they are. I went back to my home country. I took care of my mom. I was with her 24/7, taking her to hospital, taking her, doing this for her, doing this for that, cooking for her, doing everything for her. And I made sure got into a better health again, you know, got her health back. And she did. It was hard for her to talk. It was hard for her to walk. She couldn't even drive anymore. It's just hard for her to do everything. And apart from like my issue, like what I told her was going on with me, she had her own personal problem, you know. So that plus mine just like came out from nowhere, just like boom to her, you know. My whole year there, which was from last year October till now, because I moved here this month, no, last month, yeah. So last month I was only with my mom. Did therapy for 3 months and then I stopped, because therapy is fine, yeah, but not for like your whole life. So nowadays I thank God that I'm fine, and everyone that's going through depression, listening to this, I hope my story helped you, and just ask for help. That's the only thing I can tell you. When you're not okay mentally, you can't do anything, because everything's in the brain, you know. So yeah, my mom got better and all of that. She was like, I have to send you back to look for your future, my love, you know, to have your life, to look for your future, to look for your money. So now I'm here enjoying my life, exploring, you know. It's not the first time I'm here, it's the first time I'm living here. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope the video helped you. Be healing if you're going through depression, if you're going through whatever you're going through. Remember, ask for help. If you can't ask for help, ask for help. If you can't ask for help, you ask for help again. Yeah? So I hope you enjoyed the video and you learned something from my story. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. And you can even tell me in the comments, like, if you've been through something like that, or if you want to share something for people to learn as well, you can. I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one. Bye.